Dear cadets, good morning. So yesterday I have completed acids, bases, their physical properties, uses, different kinds of acids, and what is their importance in our daily life. Now here I am going to tell you about the bases, because in the acids we have discussed everything in detail. Now as far as bases are concerned, there are some common bases which are very important for our daily life. So here I am giving you the name of some bases with their founding. The meaning of founding means sources, means from where they are extracted or obtained. So first one is calcium hydroxide. It is found in lime water, and you know the importance of lime water as far as whitewashing of houses are concerned. This is only used. Next one is ammonium hydroxide. Ammonium hydroxide. This is very much used in the window cleaner. In the window, when so many dirt particles and dust particles are there, even stains are there. So this base is used to remove those stains. Next one is very common bases, that is sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. This sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, they are present in our chemistry lab. They are found in small pellets and they are very strong bases. They can burn our skin also. So we should not touch them. And do you know where they are mostly used? They are mostly used in soap. So just see, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, they are found in soaps. Different variety of soaps are there, but in all soaps, a limited quantity of sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide is used. Another one is magnesium hydroxide. Milk of magnesia. It is found in milk of magnesia. So just see, milk of magnesia, whenever people are suffering from acidity, so antacid tablet is advised. In almost all antacid tablets, this magnesium hydroxide is used. That is only milk of magnesia. Dear cadets, now I am going to teach you indicators. So just try to understand, in the definition of acids and bases, what is given? Acids are those substances which are sour in taste. Bases are those substances which are bitter in taste. Means according to the definition of acids and bases, we can distinguish between acids and basic substances, acidic and basic substances on the basis of taste. But do you think, is it advisable to taste all substances? Some of the substances may be poisonous. If you are going to taste them, they may harm your body. They are not good for the health. Then what should be there? Some other substances should be there which can distinguish between acids and bases on the basis of changing their color without tasting them. So we require such type of substances which can distinguish between acids and bases by changing their colors. So we require such type of substance. So those substances which distinguish between acids and bases by changing their color in acidic and basic substances are medium. They are known as indicators. So what are indicators? Indicators are the substances which distinguishes or identify acid and bases by changing their color. In acidic and basic substances are medium. They are known as indicators. So how many types of indicators are there? There are two types of indicators. The first one is the natural indicator. Second one is the synthetic indicator. What are the natural indicators? natural indicators are those indicators which are found in the nature. What are the examples of natural indicators? Litmus, turmeric, China rose extract. You know, in the Sainik school campus, so many China rose plants are there, and their flowers are pink in color, and their extract can be used to distinguish between acids and bases. Another category of indicators are synthetic indicators. So synthetic indicators are man-made indicators. They are synthesized in the laboratory, and they are also used for distinguishing between acids and bases. So basically, two examples are given for the synthetic indicator. First one is the methyl orange, and second one is the phenolphthalein. So methyl orange and phenolphthalein, these are the examples of synthetic indicators. So just remember, indicators are the substances which distinguishes between acids and bases without tasting their taste. Means there is no need to taste the acidic and basic substances if you have got the indicators. So when you dissolve them, or when you put some acid and basic substances on them, so they will change their color, and they will produce different color in acidic and basic medium, and very easily you will come to know that given substance is whether acidic or basic. So remember, indicators are going to play very important role in our daily life as far as distinguishing of acids and bases are concerned. So dear cadets, now first I am explaining you natural indicator. So in natural indicators, three examples are there: litmus, turmeric, and China rose extract. China rose flower extract. So first one I am taking litmus. What is litmus? Litmus is nothing but a colored dye which is extracted from lichens. Do you know what are the lichens? Lichens is one type of alga, and from that only it is extracted. So they are the colored dye. Next one is its original color is purple. The original color of litmus solution is purple. But we are using two types of litmus solution: blue litmus solution and red litmus solution. And these blue and red, their behavior toward the acidic and basic substances are different. How they behave, which kind of color they are producing, we'll discuss in detail later on. Another important thing is, nowadays these litmus, they are available in two color paper strips also: blue and red litmus paper strip. And these blue and red litmus paper strips are very popular. So rather than using the solution, we use red and blue litmus paper strips. And how these strips are prepared? It is very easy. So the extract of litmus, means that is colored dye, it is crystallized and their solid form is obtained, and afterwards paste is made, and on the normal paper only these pastes are pasted, and they should be dried. Now that paper is now turned into litmus paper, and now those papers can be used to distinguish between acids and basic substances. So now question arises here: how does blue litmus work? How does red litmus work? So one by one I will explain. Means how do they distinguish between acidic and basic substances? That is the mega question. So now just see, blue litmus paper, it remains blue in basic solution. Means the blue color paper will remain blue when dipped in the basic solution, but it changes into red when dipped in acidic solution. So blue litmus paper will be changed into red when it is dipped in acidic solution. It remains blue in neutral solution also. So as you know, there are certain substances which are neither acidic nor basic. They are also the substance only. For them also we can distinguish with the help of blue litmus and red litmus paper. So blue litmus paper changes into red when it is dipped in acidic solution, but remain blue in basic solution. Now next question is, how does red litmus paper work, or how does red litmus paper distinguish between acidic and basic solutions? So just see, red litmus paper remains red in acidic solution. Means if you have taken red litmus paper and if you are dipping this one in the acidic solution, so it will remain red only. But if same paper, if you are dipping in the basic solutions, so it will turn into blue. It will turn into blue. It remains red in neutral solution also. So just like a blue litmus paper, red litmus paper also having certain features. So now the summary of blue and red litmus paper I will write. So dear cadets, summary of red and blue litmus paper and their behavior towards the acidic and basic substances I have given here. Just see, this is basic solution and you are adding this basic solution to blue litmus paper. So what is their original color? Blue. Now this blue litmus paper will remain blue only if solution is basic. Now in red litmus paper you are adding small amount of few drops of basic solution. So their original color is red, but if you have put some drops of basic solution, so it will change into blue color. So red litmus will change it into blue. Similarly, if red litmus paper if you have taken and you are adding few drops of acidic solution, so it will change into red litmus, means it will remain red only. Similarly, if in blue litmus paper you are adding few drops of acidic solution, so the blue litmus paper will be changing into blue litmus paper. If acidic solution few drops you are adding the blue litmus paper, so blue litmus paper will turn into red. So this is the summary of blue and red litmus paper and their changing behavior toward the acidic and basic solutions. To understand the behavior of red and blue litmus paper toward the acidic and basic solution, let us have one of the experiment or activity.
If you are given a colorless liquid, how will you find if it is acidic or basic? Let us use litmus paper to find it. For this activity, we need a colorless liquid, red and blue litmus paper. Red litmus paper turns blue in basic solution and blue litmus paper turns red in acidic solution. Dip one end of blue litmus paper into the liquid and observe carefully. The blue litmus paper turns red. Now, repeat the same activity with the red litmus paper. Notice that it remains unaffected. From these observations, we can conclude that the colorless liquid is an acid because it turns blue litmus paper red, while the red litmus paper remains unchanged.
Now, dear cadets, see the use of red litmus paper. In first video, you have seen the use of blue litmus. Now see here the use of red litmus paper.
given a colorless liquid, how will you find if it is acidic or basic? Let us use litmus paper to find it. For this activity, we need a colorless liquid, red and blue litmus paper. Red litmus paper turns blue in basic solution and blue litmus paper turns red in acidic solution. Dip one end of red litmus paper into the liquid and observe carefully. The red litmus paper turns blue. Now, repeat the same activity with the blue litmus paper. Notice that it remains unaffected. From these observations, we can conclude that the colorless liquid is a base because it turns red litmus paper blue while the blue litmus paper remains unchanged.
So dear cadets, I have completed the litmus indicator. So I hope that you have got how the litmus distinguishes between acids and bases. Now here another natural indicator is turmeric indicators. So turmeric indicator. Turmeric indicator is also able to distinguish between acids and bases. But question is how? Just see, whenever we are eating food, suppose by mistake curry or dal is fallen on our clothes. So what you are doing? You are rubbing with the soap so that the stain produced on the cloths can be removed. But you might have seen when you rub with the soap, it turns into red. And do you know why? Just see, soap, due to the presence of sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide, it is a basic substance. And now in curry or dal, which is used, now turmeric is used. So why it is producing red color? You know that turmeric solution, its original color is yellow. When medium is basic, it turns into red. But yellow color remains yellow when the medium is acidic. So always remember, turmeric only produces different color, that is red color in basic medium, but it remains red in acidic medium. So in this way, now detailed study of turmeric will do in the next video. Right now I am going to sum up how many things I have completed today. So today I have started with the indicators, different types of indicators. Now their behavior toward the acidic and basic substances, especially litmus indicator, availability of litmus in the nature. Litmus paper is available in the blue litmus paper strips and red litmus paper strips, and basically they are only used for the distinguishing between acidic and basic substances. Now this is the time to check the learning outcome. So dear cadets, here I am giving you 3 questions. Write down their answers. Already I have covered their answers. It is very easy for you. Just you should write and now submit me for the checking on the same number 974 3535 029. Now these questions are flashed here. Please write down their answers in detail and submit me for the checking. Thank you. So dear cadets, tomorrow I will complete the turmeric indicator and China rose extract. Means China rose is also used as a indicators only. Thank you.